cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars: Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Cheetos on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppels Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
All right. It's Friday here at 93.7 The Ticket, the Captain Show. I'm the black shirt, Terrell Farley, and I'm with somebody different today. I'm with
Rico.
Bach is out. Bach is out. The captain is out. Oh, man, they sent me here with Rico today. What's up, Rico?
How you doing?
I call you, what's my nickname for you? Mazooka Joe.
Yeah.
That's your nickname.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay,
It's been a
man.
while since we've done a show together.
Oh, yeah.
You missed me?
It's all right.
Wow. I know that you like Bach more than me, but it's okay.
It's not that I like Bach more than you. It's
It
just
is that you like Bach
I
more than
work
me.
with Bach, so it's different when I work with somebody that I haven't worked with, but 1, 2, 3 times a year. But
But you see me every day.
yeah.
You like Bach more than me. It's okay.
Well-
It's fine. You don't have to pretend to.
Well, it's
you
better.
don't have to lie to me.
Well, it's better sitting in a corner talking to you than just sitting on the air
Wow.
and talking to you.
Oh,
It's
okay.
kind of different,
You just
Rico.
say, are you just trying to say like I don't know what I'm doing?
Nope, never said that, sir.
Ridiculous.
Oh man, last
Hurts my
night, man.
feelings.
Did the alarms wake you up last night, or you slept like a baby?
So the alarms didn't wake me up. The thunder woke me up. It shook our entire house. Like we like me and my wife both woke up to the house just shaking. It sounded like somebody was trying to break in all the windows. Like it was crazy, and it woke Ellie up. So she came upstairs. She was crying. She didn't like it. So I slept on the couch with her. But like the alarms didn't wake us up. We were good. It just the whole house was just like, and I was like, yep, this is not great.
Sometimes I think about you, Rico. Not like that, but
You
I
miss
think
me?
about your situation because you got 2 young kids.
Mhm.
You know, oh man, and I feel like, man, I never want to go through that stage what you go through with kids now, because I think from age 2 through 5
Mhm.
are the worst of ages for kids, because especially,
They're great.
I mean, they're great, but I love them when they're born and once they go to school. You know, once they go to school, I love it.
Well, look, hey. Shout out, congratulations to my baby girl Ellie as she graduates preschool today.
All right,
She's
big
got
girl going to
She's
kindergarten
got her
next year.
preschool graduation today. So she'll be going off to kindergarten next year.
All right, 1 down, 1 to go.
Yeah, but now KJ, he'll never go to school. And he's a wild child. This is the captain, brought to you by Bauer.
Infrastructure,
Bauer
underground.
brand.
Excavating.
And you
Yeah.
can see us on the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Allo Channel 961 all across the state. Leave us a comment. We'll throw your comment up on the stream. If it's nice, we'll talk to you back on the comments. You can text us or call us on the Honda of Lincoln hotline, Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. And you can join in on our conversations because, look, hey, the Black Shirt's got a couple things.
Well, first of all, we're going to talk about Boston. Since Bach is not here, I can go on and get this out of the way because nobody wants to talk about
Nobody
it. Nobody
likes
likes
Boston.
Boston won game 2 yesterday, 126-110 over the Indiana
Pretty
Pacers.
easily.
Pretty easily. Jaylen Brown had 40 points. Boston is – I think Boston got this series wrapped up. This is not probably after watching game 1, you probably thought, hey.
This is going to be a nice, hard-fought series, and Indiana has a chance because they kind of threw game 1 away by themselves. And then game 2 happened, and Boston just flexed their muscles. And they're like, we are the best team in the East. You are not as good as us. Sit down. Yeah,
so we're going to see how that play out. I think game 3 is Sunday, but I don't really talk about Boston. That's Bach's job. So, I'm glad he's not here to gloat with that win today because he probably have his little 4 or 5 leaf clover, whatever that is, shirt. Something
talking
green.
about his Celtics and the truth and all that fun stuff. But no, Boston flexed their muscles on the Indiana Pacers. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum kind of doing what they do. Al Horford, sneaky, not like the straw that stirs the drink, but he's a sneaky, very important player for the Celtics. And really, they've not a cakewalk, but they've had a pretty easy path to the NBA Finals. And I don't think Indiana's going to put up much of a fight. If they're going to get any game, they're going to get game 3, that first game in Indiana. But then I think Boston's experience in the playoffs will trump whatever Indiana's got going on for them. And then, you'll have Boston in the NBA Finals facing the winner coming out of the West, who, look, imagine the storylines of Kyrie Irving, who went to Boston and thought that, everybody believed that things were going to go great, and Kyrie Irving and all of his skills were going to lead Boston to a title. And he was there for, I think, only a year, I believe, if I could be mistaken there. But he wasn't there very long. Things didn't work out. Kind of a messy divorce there. Then he goes to Dallas. He's playing second fiddle behind Luka. And if Dallas and Boston meet up in the NBA Finals, I feel like there's going to be some storylines there with Kyrie headed back to Boston.
Well, we'll have to wait till that play out because I think Minnesota will play better tonight. But you know how that. Now, Rico, now that Supernova season is over,
yes.
What's the year for Plan 2? What do you want to do better now that you learned the whole thing for a whole year?
What do I want to do better?
Yeah. What did you learn? I mean, what did you learn though that you thought that you knew?
In my first time working with like a professional sports franchise. That I feel bad for the people that have to travel with the professional sports franchises because there's a lot of time away from your family.
Yeah.
But what do I want to do better? I don't really know what I want to do better with that. I in doing the few color commentary matches that I did with DP when Renee wasn't there, obviously, I want to get a better understanding of the game so that I can explain it in greater detail if I ever find myself in that situation again. I just want to know more about the sport and the game of volleyball so that if I am doing color commentary or if I end up doing play-by-play at any point, obviously I'm going to have to get a lot faster with how I would call it, but so that I would be able to explain some of the things that are happening on the radio to people who aren't watching it in a more concise manner and allow them to kind of picture it the way that I want them to. I feel like that's something that I would like to do better, and just probably interacting more with the players so that the players and the coaches so that you have kind of these stories that you can tell on the air and have that information to pass along to the listeners.
Now, with you being a volleyball guy, who would you pick? Supernovas or the University of Nebraska volleyball?
What do you mean?
Like if they had a game on the same day.
At the same I have time, to go watch
at the same time. Which one would you go see? It depends who Nebraska's playing. Say they're playing Wisconsin.
That's a really good match.
And say
Well, they wouldn't- they're-
Supernovas
first off-
are playing Atlanta.
They're not going to play at the same time. 'cause
Oh,
they're
I'm
different
just
seasons.
saying, Rico, don't do that. You know, I tried to be nice to you.
That's
just
a
did that.
that's
yeah.
that's. Well, I would go to the Supernovas because I got to do the setup and do pregame.
No,
and
no.
postgame.
Just say if you was off.
If I was just covering it like
Yeah.
a media member just covering it like I do with Nebraska volleyball. I feel like there are enough, still not enough, but there are more people at the volleyball games for coverage. So I think I would go to the Supernovas match.
over the Huskies.
Yeah, that's tough though. That
Yeah.
Nebraska Wisconsin matches.
You are one traitor guy. You know that is sad, Rico.
Why?
Because you're the Nebraska.
So if there's
guy.
a match in Omaha, and
Say-
there's a match
say
in Lincoln,
Okay, say Nebraska was playing outside.
like in Memorial Stadium again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to that.
And the Supernovas was playing at UNO Field.
Oh, I'm going to Memorial. I'm going to Nebraska. That was bigger.
Okay.
That was bigger than UNO's field.
Okay. I was just trying to make sure.
Yeah.
See where you was at. See where your head was at.
I don't play favorites.
You don't play favorites?
I don't play favorites.
Oh, okay. So okay, so the Supernova season over.
Yep.
So
Champions, inaugural Pro Volleyball
first
Federation
year
champions.
champions. So I know me and you had a conversation a little while ago that you said everybody's a free agent now.
Yes.
Would it be a fair thing for you to say that the Supernovas should re-up with everybody or add some to that or what?
Having some conversations with some people, there are some players who the Supernovas are trying very hard to keep. And I know that a Wisconsin newspaper, I believe it was a newspaper, did already kind of break the news that Sydney Hilly is returning for a second season with the Omaha Supernovas. So that's, a very important piece right there because, she was your most important, most valuable player in that Final Four, in that championship match, winner of a sweet $10,000 for being the MVP, by the way. Setter, who she was switching back and forth with Natalia Valentina Anderson throughout the season. I would expect Natalia and Gina to be re-signed, considering that they were the franchise players for Omaha and they live in Omaha. The rest of the roster, I'm not sure exactly who they have or who they haven't re-signed or who that they've maybe potentially agreed to terms with. I don't think they can sign people yet, but agreed to terms with. But it would behoove them to keep Sydney Hilly, probably attempt to re-sign Betty. Christina, I know, is going to go overseas, but she was overseas before and came back and joined the Supernovas, I think 3 or 4 matches into the season. Brooke Nuneviller, who was your captain this year. Like there's a ton of pieces that it would be, I think, important for Omaha to keep to kind of have familiar faces for a second season. But with everyone becoming a free agent, you don't know who's going to re-sign where. I'm assuming Leah Edmonds probably going to stay in Atlanta, considering she's the face of that franchise right now. She was the MVP. She's going to Atlanta Braves games. She was at Falcons practice. She was at Atlanta soccer matches. She went to an Atlanta Dream game. Like, she's everywhere down in the ATL. So I would assume that she's going back there. But there are a ton of extremely talented players in this league that, if Omaha were to garner their services, they would probably end up being the favorites once again going into season 2.
How many teams they have?
There are 7 right now, but there are 3 more coming this next season. The Indy Ignite, as they already have their name, and are going around doing promotional stuff. Kansas City is being added, and Dallas is being added.
A bus ride away from Kansas City.
Yeah,
huh?
bus ride.
Would you fly to Kansas City, or
there's no direct flights from Omaha to Kansas City.
Oh, so you have to drive.
So you would probably drive.
I guess that's why we drove to Kansas.
Yeah,
in college, we took the bus. See,
I don't think there's any direct flights.
No, not Kansas, but K-State.
K-State,
Manhattan.
That's not that far.
Yeah, Manhattan. We flew to Kansas, but we flew into Kansas State. I mean, drove. Yeah, I was gonna say. Now you made me forget that fast.
Wow, I didn't do it. You were the one talking about it.
You say 3 more teams, so that makes
They're
it what,
adding 3 more.
10?
Yes.
What's the goal for them? Probably 14, 21. I mean,
they have very lofty goals. I don't know the exact number, but it is. I want to. It's over 15. Is obviously their end goal is to be pretty high. Professional leagues have split up into East and West and stuff like that. I think that might be somewhere near what they want to accomplish. Some decently long seasons, some different matchups. Maybe you don't play a team during the season. You might only meet them up in the championship or what have you. So I think that's probably their goal is to get to something like that. But I know they're adding three this next season. They're in talks with other cities. I don't know how serious. I don't know what cities, but I know they're in talks with other cities to add more. Again, I don't know how many, but they are attempting to continue to grow and grow and grow, kind of like what the WNBA is doing, where they just added the Golden State Valkyries. They just announced that there's a team in Toronto that's going to get started. They don't have a name yet, but there's a team in Toronto that's going to get started, and there's a couple other cities around the country that they're looking at WNBA teams. I think it's going to be the same kind of process with the Pro Volleyball Federation.
All right.
Which also, can I say, I know we work pretty closely with them, but I just want to say PVF. I just want to, you got NFL, NBA, NHL, WNBA. Yeah. I just want to say PVF. I don't want to have to say Pro Volleyball Federation every time.
Yeah.
I feel like if we shorten that, people know. People know what you're talking about.
What's a supernova? What is the mascot of a supernova?
It could be a star.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be.
They have to come up with one.
They don't have one. There's only
yet?
one team that has a mascot, and it's Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
They have Ember, so like a phoenix.
Yeah.
There's a Grand Rapids Rise. They have a little fire.
That's something
they have a phoenix.
I think that's something they need to work on next
What would
year.
Atlanta's be? The Atlanta Vibe? What?
Who knows? Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know.
Supernova.
Because everything like the San Diego Mojo. I don't know what a mojo would be, but I know their logo is like a bird, like a seabird of some sort, like a sea eagle. So you could do something with that. Indie Ignite, you could do like a torch because it's fire, so it could be like a torch of some kind. Just a walking around torch
with a K-N, night.
What? Who?
You said
Ignite.
something. Oh, Ignite.
Ignite.
Yeah, it could be a Gulf of Fire.
Yeah, it could be something like that.
Can of gas.
Yeah. Columbus Fury. It could be like a warrior of some kind.
Yeah,
like an Amazonian.
It
could be something like that.
You're losing me now.
Nah, that wouldn't work. I mean, that's what their logo is. It's
why do I should
Orlando Valkyries? You got a Valkyrie.
What is that's what I'm saying.
The Valkyrie is just like a warrior.
Yeah, I mean, some things have to be common. I mean, you could have called it like a supernova. I don't know how you're gonna dress up a supernova.
You just get a star.
A star.
Yeah, it's a star. A supernova is like an exploding star, if I'm remembering correctly. I can look it up.
This is what I get for here. Let's get ready to go to break. But this is what I get for asking too many questions, and now he wants to look stuff up. He wants to be, he wants to be.
Here you go. A supernova is a star's massive explosion, which is the biggest explosion humans have ever witnessed. Supernovas are so powerful that they can create new atomic nuclei and outshine their galaxies for months. They are considered to be one of the original sources of elements heavier than iron in the universe. So it's a star. It's an exploding star, but it's a star.
Rico.
What?
Get some music on. Let's get ready to go to break.
The one that
because
I
still ask the same question. What is a supernova and how would you get a mascot of it? You just have somebody in a star uniform?
In a star costume.
You're jumping around?
Yeah. Just a big old friendly star with a big old smile.
Get a trampoline and jump over the volleyball net doing a flip.
Yeah.
You think that'd be cool?
I think that'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be very dangerous.
Yeah.
But yes.
I could do that.
I'd do it. I'll be the mascot. I'll be the mascot. I'll do it.
You're tall enough.
Exactly.
You're
a little baby star.
All right. The fastest 2 hours in radio has started here on the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's truck month at Koppel, and we want to sell them all. Choose between 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list price. Yes, you heard right. That's 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list on select new GMC and Chevrolet inventory. So please make that money-saving drive to Koppel in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Breathe easier inside your home with Bryant. Eliminate allergens and odors and control humidity too. For a breath of fresh air, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today. Join Main Street Beatrice for their annual Taste of Spring Beer, Spirits, and Wine Festival on Saturday, June 1st from 4 to 7 p.m. Enjoy an afternoon of unlimited tastings of Nebraska beer, spirits, and wine tasting at Charles Park near downtown. There's something for all palates, and you only pay your entry fee. Food and snacks are available for purchase at the event, as well as off-sale beer, wine, and spirits from vendors. This fun day is for adults 21 and over only. Buy your tickets at mainstreetbeatrice.org.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
This is Coach Bill Bush. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Back with Vershawn Jackson. Powered by Bauer. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Captain Show. It's the Black Shirt and Rico. We here Friday to let you know about Nebraska college sports. Yeah. Welcome back to the Ticket, 1040 O Street, 93.7 The Ticket, the Captain Show on the Black Shirt. Yeah. Well, officially today, Rico.
Officially.
When I leave here, I'm going back home, grabbing my lunch here. I'm grabbing me a little cooler for some sodas because, I love Mountain Dew. And I'm going fishing.
Oh.
I got my poles in the car. I have my tackle box.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop by the little gas station to get me some night crawlers or some big red worms.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to go fishing for about 3 hours a day.
Jealous. It's a beautiful day.
Well, it is, and I have to take advantage of it because today is going to probably be my busiest day, probably till Tuesday night, Monday night.
Oh,
yes, because I plan on going fishing. Coming back home, cut the grass, and that's going to take me a minute because I like to be perfect when I do cut grass. I mean, if anything I like to do look perfect is my grass.
Okay, yeah,
and then I do later on tonight, I'll probably do a Call of Duty run for about 2-3 hours. I really
that sounds
don't.
Good to me.
Yeah, I don't get on.
Sounds like a good night to me.
And everybody say, hey, you ever play Amon Green? I don't get on PlayStation looking to play Amon Green. Like I say, me and Amon Green are two different people when it comes to PlayStation because he plays on the PC.
Yeah, he's also a big Xbox guy.
Yeah, he's an Xbox
not
guy.
A PlayStation.
Yeah.
He's a big Xbox
guy. Yeah, he's an Xbox guy. And like I said, I'm a big talker.
Yeah.
And I think that advantage is for me giving me a one up on him, and because if he don't talk back, I'm just gonna keep talking.
He told me he's not a big trash talker.
Well, yeah, he's not. I mean, I tried to talk trash to him like when we played.
Yeah,
like,
I talked to. So we do the podcast together, and I talk trash to him. Not like constantly during it, but like I'll say something to him. And he just laughs about it and then just keeps going with whatever. I'm like, come on, man. Say something back.
Because I tell you this.
Retaliate.
Amon is the type of person that he would not take a lot of stuff, but he will listen to a lot of stuff. But when he gets the opportunity to punish you.
Yeah, he just internalizes it.
Then he takes that part. But then he still won't say nothing.
No.
He'll just look at you and then you'll know, like, now you're talking smack because you just looked at me like that.
Like he'll run you over and then he'll just look at you and smile. And it's just like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Hey, probably look at you.
That's almost worse.
Yeah. I mean, I think the worst thing about I've never been ran over. Now I've been knocked back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not backwards, but probably I went head up with a fullback and I took 1-2 steps back.
Yeah.
And then I gained my composure and he went back.
Okay.
But at the same time, I was 205 and this guy was about 240. But, I think the worst thing about somebody getting ran over is the person standing over you. I think that right there
Is that the most insulting part?
I don't know. It never happened to me, but I'm guessing it is.
But like if it happened to a teammate of yours and you see it, like do you feel upset?
Nah, I feel bad for my teammate because we're gonna roast his ass probably the rest of the week. I mean, I think when a player stands over you, I mean, or you get the Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one is worse.
Okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into this celebration and this like showing of emotions because you have other sports like a baseball, and to a lesser extent, sometimes to a basketball where there's some ticky-tack technicals that get handed out. What's your take on like the celebration and the showing of emotion? Because like baseball, right? Somebody hits a home run, they bat flip, and all of a sudden everybody gets upset. Your teammate gets thrown at the next pitch. Like, what's your take on celebrations and showing of emotion versus like showing somebody up?
Well, it's the same thing to me. I mean, it's a part of the sport. I mean, everybody does it. I mean, even in the early 60s, they was showboating, and I mean, and it's a part of sports. I think. I mean, you can't just expect people to be a robot and don't celebrate and do the things that I think Deion really put it on the map probably back in the Florida State days,
Yeah.
and then when especially he got to the NFL, I think it was more of then you keep passing the torch to different players who take celebration a little bit too farther than how it go with Terrell Owens and
dumping the popcorn.
Yeah, and then with the pump
cell phone out of his,
and then with the Dallas Cowboy thing, standing in the middle of the start, and that's when it's get personal right there.
Yeah,
I mean now when you disrespect a team on that field, it's like probably
there's a different that's what I'm trying to get. There's a difference between
disrespectful or it's a difference between celebrating and disrespecting.
Yeah, like celebrating, showing emotion, having fun, and disrespect and showing somebody else. So like again, back to baseball. You hit a home run, right? You know you got all of it, and you like look at it, and you flip the bat and you run around the bases, right? To me, that's not showing somebody up. To me, that's showing emotion, and that's just being excited and celebrating. But let's say you hit a home run, you look at it, you look at the pitcher, and you stare at him, and then you flip the bat.
Well,
that's the edge. That's the edge for me, is if you're staring at the pitcher and you just like flip the bat, maybe you say something like that's a little bit too much. And then you get the people who go above and beyond with the bat flips, where they like pick it up and they like two-hand toss it and then like throw it all the way up in the air.
It's all celebration though, Rico. Here's the thing though. Why?
There's a limit.
If a pitcher throws a no-hitter and he after every inning he just shredding his stuff to the batters, I mean that's the same thing.
That's
showing up.
I mean that's showboating. That's celebrating. That's showing emotion.
That's celebrating.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you hit somebody, then it becomes personal because you're putting somebody in danger because you're upset about what somebody else did.
I don't agree with the, aside from, I just don't agree. I don't agree with the, throwing a fastball into somebody's, back or ribs or anything like after. Like there are different ways to send a message. I get it that's how it's always been done in baseball, but I feel like there are different ways to do it. I never played baseball, so I can't really speak on that as much as maybe somebody who has played baseball and knows more of the ins and outs and the intricacies of being a baseball player. But to me, throwing 100 miles an hour into somebody's back, like that's a little dangerous.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing with Colorado and Nebraska last year when Nebraska was on there, the Buffalo. Or what were they?
Well, okay.
Now,
and I get it. I get where Colorado came from with this is disrespectful. But you saw Nebraska the rest of the year do the same thing everywhere else they went.
Well, that's the thing, because when I play, I mean, it's no different because we defend our home.
Yeah.
And that's what you taught to do. You don't let nobody come on your field and kick your butt, and especially stand on your logo.
Like, put it in Nebraska's terms, right? This year.
Yeah.
If Colorado comes in pre-game, they walk in and they all stand on the end, whether they're praying or whatever Matt Rule said they were doing, whether they're doing that or whatever, the fans are going to be upset, right?
You should do you defend your home.
The fans are going to be upset. They're going to be like, don't stand on the end.
No.
You did it last year.
We're too worried about a Friday night game than worried about somebody standing on.
Did you guys talk
end.
about that yesterday?
Yeah, we talked about it, and I think that is very selfish of the fans because you're getting exposure. But we'll talk about that.
We'll hit on that later.
Yeah, it's just now the topic is standing on the field, standing on somebody's logo. I mean, just like why did you think George Teague did that at Terrell Owens?
Because the star is sacred. The midfield logo is sacred.
Yeah, everything should be sacred. Your home field is sacred. You should defend your home, and I don't know why you pray in the middle of the field. You can go right on the sideline right there. You can go 10 yards past the 50. 10 yards past the logo and pray. What's so special about praying on the logo?
Because you pray right in the middle of the field so that your prayer and your blessing reaches everywhere equally. I don't know.
You know what, Rico? I wish my hand could reach over there. Yeah.
Look, I don't know. I don't know why you have to go to midfield to pray. You see people run out of the tunnel for, the introductions or whatever, and they run to the other end of the other end zone and they do their little prayers. Like, you could pray for safety of the field and safety of everybody playing on the field wherever. You can do that wherever on the field. You don't have to go in the middle.
Because we prayed we prayed in the locker room before the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's the difference between playing in the locker room or praying out there on the field. I don't know if you
because it was they had first arrived for pregame whatever. They had first arrived. They were off the bus. They were walking through the arena or walking through the stadium, and they just stopped midfield and started doing their thing, and then Colorado players came out. And that whole thing.
You go out when you first get to the stadium. You go on the field.
Yeah.
Just get a feel for the field, see how it feels.
Walk around.
Yeah, and get off the field. You don't have to go pray on nobody's field. Just get off the field. Walk around, look around. Everybody always does that on game day.
Yeah.
See how the weather is.
Mm-hmm.
Loosen yourself up. Take a couple of jogs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we used to do. Then get off the field. Go get taped up, or
Do your pregame routine.
Go get however you do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about, Rico.
Well, I said celebrations.
Rico, I seen
celebrations and showboating.
I seen a team.
It's two different things.
I seen a team.
I want to know everybody's thoughts. 402-464-5685. I want you guys.
I seen a
what are your
team
guys'
run
thoughts
a
on that?
39-39 on. I got the video.
Oh, track?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wanted to talk about that. We'll talk about that in a later segment because Nebraska punched 7 tickets to nationals, including 4, I believe, in javelin, including the reigning national champion, the defending national champion, Rima Otavor, who got second at their regional that they're at right now. She punched her ticket. 4 javelin throwers, 4 women javelin throwers punched their ticket to nationals for Nebraska. 7 people in total punched their ticket. Still going on today. They're down in Arkansas. They're down in Fayetteville. So they're working their way through that. And then something that me and my wife talked about yesterday, we were watching softball, right? We're watching Oklahoma run ruled Florida State, and then UCLA ended up run ruling Georgia. Thinking about the additions of Washington, Oregon, USC, and UCLA into the Big Ten, the women's sports, the women's side of sports with those 4 teams being added is going to be ridiculous. I understand that a lot of people only focus on football and men's basketball, but if you think about the women's side of sports, adding a volleyball power like Oregon, adding a women's basketball power like USC and UCLA, and Oregon's doing really well as well. Track and field with Oregon, USC's 400 women's 400 runners are always top notch. Like the women's sports, softball, UCLA, Maya Brady. I think she's a sophomore or junior only, so you're going to get to see Maya Brady potentially play here in Nebraska, and she is a force to be reckoned with. Oregon softball, Washington softball. A little bit of breaking news: Ruby Malin, who is from the state of Nebraska, entered the transfer portal, pitcher for Washington. So that's maybe potentially something to keep an eye on. I'm not saying
maybe her and the girl next year. What about that girl, Jody?
Jordy Ball.
Jordy Ball.
Look, if you put Jordy and Ruby together, that's just unfair.
Yeah,
those 2 games just unfair. But that's neither here nor there.
So
She's in the portal. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. She just entered the portal, so nothing here nor there. But the women's sports in the Big Ten are going to take a massive jump, adding those 4 teams.
Let's go to break.
Amazing.
Let's go to break. We'll talk about a little track and field next. We'll talk about a little softball, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about, Rico. There, take us out, Rico.
All right, you listen to the Captain 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. That's the Black Shirt. I'm Rico. We got one more segment in this hour, and then we got there's another hour, whole nother hour of the Black
Good
Shirt.
Sense
Rico.
Friday.
It is Good Sense Friday. Looking forward to these sandwiches.
I'm gonna eat your sandwich, Captain.
All right. Hey, he won't miss it. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he
Be
ate
right
one
back.
in weeks.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See & Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's truck month at Koppel, and we want to sell them all. Choose between 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list price. Yes, you heard right. That's 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list on select new GMC and Chevrolet inventory. So please make that money-saving drive to Coppell in Louisville or check us out online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Tito's on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
By now, most of you know how important the Honda of Lincoln sales and service team are to the Lincoln market. Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear from Honda of Lincoln to tell you about the great news they just received. Andy, please tell us all about it.
Each year, the Lincoln Journal-Star has an award program called the Lincoln Choice Award, where the customers in Lincoln get to choose the best places to do business. Great pleasure, I get to announce that Honda of Lincoln has won the award for buying new cars, used cars, automotive repair, and even oil changes.
That is amazing, Andy. Any more good news?
Yes, there is, Charlie. We now have more than 100 new Hondas in stock, with hundreds on the way, and a huge selection of all makes and models on our pre-owned lot.
Incredible. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Join Main Street Beatrice for their annual Taste of Spring Beer, Spirits, and Wine Festival on Saturday, June 1st from 4 to 7 p.m. Enjoy an afternoon of unlimited tastings of Nebraska beer, spirits, and wine tasting at Charles Park near downtown. There's something for all palates, and you only pay your entry fee. Food and snacks are available for purchase at the event, as well as off-sale beer, wine, and spirits from vendors. This fun day is for adults 21 and over only. Buy your tickets at mainstreetbeatrice.org.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In a world where businesses are facing daily cyber threats, you need protection like never before. Don't let hackers and malware companies compromise your business success. Stay ahead of data breaches with Hamilton Cybersecurity. Let Hamilton provide you with peace of mind that your business is protected. Our experts identify and mitigate risks before they become disasters. As your trusted partner, we help you protect your valuable information. Hire your local cybersecurity experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Join us this Friday, May 24th for Old School, live from 4 to 6 p.m. for the brand new rooftop at Beer House at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. We're helping unveil their new 40 Torches beer in honor of the 40th year of the Cornhusker State Games. Don't miss it. Old School, this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Beer House.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Captain Show. We are powered
by
Bauer
Underground
Bauer
Infrastructure
Brent
Excavating.
Yeah, just keep it the same. See, you do your little mix-up job. You're supposed to,
Sorry, I messed up. You moved, so I was focused on that, and then you did the thing.
Yeah, I like to move around when I'm in the chair.
Messing up the cameras.
Well, ADD for a big person.
I need you to move back because it's right in your face.
Well,
this one. That's the one you're looking at.
Okay.
So you need to make
Should
sure.
I fix my mic?
bend that.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah, I'm thinking about fishing already. Anybody want to go fishing today?
You know who's been asking me about fishing for like the past year?
Who that?
Ellie.
Yeah.
I don't know where she got it from. Just randomly one day we were driving by this little pond. She goes, "Dad, I want to go fishing."
Get her a little girl.
I was like,
little Barbie fishing pole.
I was like,
they got
what?
a fishing pole for a little girl.
No, I know, but I was like, what? Like we never talked about it. I don't think she's ever seen. I mean, a couple cartoons like maybe show fish, but she just like randomly she saw something. She goes, "Dad, I want to go fishing."
Kids are very curious,
and I'm
too.
just like, okay. So we're
Yeah.
going up to the farm this weekend. So I think we might, if it's nice up there, which it's supposed to be, we might take her fishing up there.
They got a pond up there by the
they
house.
got ponds everywhere.
I know that's good fishing right there.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that's automatic catching something for her.
Yeah.
So you can go to
She's gonna free. I don't know if she'll like it, like touching the fish, but she likes like bugs.
Yeah.
Like she'll pick up bugs. So maybe
hey, you never know. She might catch a hell of a whopper and just start loving fishing.
Maybe it'll pull her into the water. She's not that big.
But
She's
yeah,
not big. She's not that big.
Yeah, Rico. Because it's track season right now. I think state,
Regionals.
Was state
got over.
State is over.
Ended. Yep.
Who won?
I know Norris won Class B boys. Let me look up who all won because I
was watching the state finals in Florida on the 4x1. And I think these guys I probably think these are the fastest kids I've seen run. They ran a 39-39, Rico.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know I saw something. There was a Diamond League event, and that Texas high school that I told you
Yeah.
about, they would have. No, it wasn't a pro. It was the Big Tens.
Yeah.
Big Ten championships for track and field for men.
Yeah.
That Texas high school would have won the Big Tens.
Yeah.
They would have
What
beat
they ran?
Iowa, and Nebraska.
What they ran?
I don't remember what they ran, but I know that they would have won. It was like 39, so low 39, lower
Yeah.
mid 39, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that's a high school team.
There was a Heritage Christian High School out of Miami, Florida. So them kids was running. Now we talk about the Big Ten championship for the what they call this for the NCAA's for track and field.
Right now they're in regionals.
Regionals.
Yeah.
What's the difference? So you have Big Ten,
You have conference, regionals, nationals.
Okay.
And I believe you can, I know you can hit. There are auto qualifying times and marks that you can hit throughout the season. If you hit one of those, you're going to nationals.
Yeah.
Right. Then there are not auto. I don't remember what the second one is called, but they're like preliminary or whatever it's called, where if you hit that and the number of people that they end up taking to nationals, if you're within that number at that mark, you'll go. And then right now at regionals, they take the top whatever finishers, the top whatever finishers in that region, despite times, whatever, and they take them to nationals. So you have your regional finishers, you have your auto qualifiers, and your that middle whatever qualifier. So it'd be auto qualifiers are going to go, the regional finishers at those levels are going to go. And then after that, if you're sitting at a certain time within the amount time or mark within the number of people that they're looking to take, they'll take you as well.
So say I run a 10-1 early in the season,
Mhm.
and it's the best time in the nation all through the year. Is that an automatic qualifier?
I don't know what the automatic qualifying time is. They set it.
Yeah.
And there's like an auto time.
Yeah.
You hit that, you're good to go.
Okay.
So let's say the auto qualifying time for D1 college is like, we'll say 10:13, right? You run your first outdoor meet, you run a 10:11.
Yeah.
You're you're going to
So
nationals.
I won't have to run any more that year.
You won't have to, but I would hope that you do.
You know, I probably
Yeah.
run about
You
3,
wouldn't
4,
have- like, you
3,
wouldn't
4.
have to.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have to go out there and showcase myself
Yeah.
like everybody else has to.
Yeah. You'd be
So-
automatically qualified to go to nationals.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Fastest time.
Fastest time. All right. I like it.
It's pretty nice.
So how many? 4 javelin people?
Yes.
I bet
So
you I could throw
7.
I bet you I could throw the javelin better on track and field. You ever seen that?
The
Them
video
track and
game?
field? Yeah.
Yeah.
I could throw the javelin probably.
I'm
better
pretty
than-
good at that. Hey, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games on the Wii. Oh, crushed it. Crushed it. I set all the world records.
What you threw about a 212?
I threw fantastically.
Yeah.
So yes, seven athletes punched their tickets to the NCAA championships in the West preliminary round in Fayetteville, Arkansas for Nebraska. The Huskers have 10 bids to the national meet so far. In the women's javelin, they got 4 spots as defending champion Rima Otabor finished second at their region with a 186 feet 10-inch throw, which is 56.94 meters. Mirta Kulisic placed 8th, 174 feet 5 inches. Aniko Sara went 9th with 172 feet 10 inches, and Emanuela Casady finished 12th, 165 feet 5 inches. So all 4 of them will be going to the national meet. And then 2 of the men, Dash Sermon and Tyler Brown, earned their own spots at the nationals during the day before's competition. Halevi Carlson went 206 feet 1 inch in her final hammer throw attempt to earn her first career NCAA championship appearance with a 7th place finish. And then Cami Garabian came close as she placed 14th with a throw of 197 feet 3 inches. Reigning national champion Axelina Johansson threw 58 feet 10 and a quarter inches in the shot put to get 4th place. So she got 4th place to regionals, but she's the defending national champion in the shot put. So we'll see. She'll hopefully get that throw up as it goes along. So she'll be going. Mine de Klerk was extremely close, placing 13th. So they'll take 12. So she got 13th, throwing 55 feet 8.5 inches. And then Valencia Williams, her final long jump attempt, her final one, got her the spot to nationals. She went 21 feet 6 1/4 inches to get her 9th and move her up to 7th on the all-time list here at Nebraska. So she will be going to nationals as well. And Johanna Ives qualified for the 100 meter hurdle quarterfinals with a 13:25 that moves her up to 4th on the all-time list at Nebraska. Right now they are, I believe, the meet started an hour ago with throws, so they're going right now, but the running events don't take place until 2 p.m. tomorrow. Well, hold on, they've got a couple of things. Okay, Friday field events 10 a.m., running events 2 p.m. 2 p.m. today, and then Saturday field events start at 1, running events at 5. So if you want to, I don't know if there's a availability to watch unless it's like ESPN Plus. Yeah, you can watch it on ESPN Plus, the NCAA first round. I might pull that up here. Oh, it hasn't started yet, but I'm gonna pull that up here shortly and watch me some NCAA track and field.
All right.
Big fan.
You are?
Big fan.
I don't know. I'm not a track guy anymore. So used to watching. Now I'm just a Call
it.
of Duty guy.
And I said, you're adding Oregon and USC. USC's got 400 runners everywhere. And Oregon, the final year of the Pac-12, the 100 and 200 meter winner on the women's side from Oregon. And she tweeted out, she said, I'm the final, not back-to-back, but final 100, 200 dual double it up champion in Pac-12 history. And she also, I think she has the fastest time right now in their regional in the 1 and the 2. So she's putting in some work right now.
Oh,
it's going to be, look, with those 4 teams, track is going to be even better. And I'm jealous because then the Nebraska athletes get to go up to Oregon for a meet.
You can go too. You can cover track and field next year.
I want to.
Let's switch out. I'll do volleyball. You do track and field.
Okay, I'll do track. I'll
All
travel.
right.
I'll travel with the team. I'll see if they can put me on the plane, on the bus.
Yeah.
Let me go with y'all.
You
Let me
stretch
go
them
with
out.
y'all. Let me go with y'all up to Eugene. Let me go with y'all up to Eugene.
Rub the ice on them.
Look,
the icy hot.
Let me be a hurdle coach. Let me be like an assistant volunteer hurdle coach. Please and thank you.
You was a hurdle runner?
Yeah. I can teach hurdles.
Yeah. Oh.
I can teach hurdles. I coached summer track for two summers.
Did you ever fall over a hurdle?
Yes. If you hurdle and you haven't fallen over a hurdle, you didn't really hurdle.
Oh, okay.
Them's the rules. I don't make them. I just follow them. Nope, not that one. Let's go.
Too late now. You already played it.
There we go.
All right.
Take us out.
The fastest 2 hours in radio is down to 1 hour left. Next on the Captain Show, 93.7, we'll talk a little Power 5. We'll talk a little everything else college football. Rico, the black shirt, 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
What's the radon level at your home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your home is safe with a radon check from Bryant. If you've already tested, ask Bryant for a free estimate for mitigation. Once completed, you'll get a report showing how much safer your home is. When it comes to radon, call Bryant 467-1111 for testing and mitigation. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Far too many kids in our community face extreme challenges due to homelessness, abuse, and neglect. Despite the troubles these kids face, we believe in them. Believe in giving them the safety and stability they deserve. Your gift on Give to Lincoln Day will help us provide services to meet kids where they're at, while also showing them how far they can go. Please make your gift to Cedars on Give to Lincoln Day.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you Go Big Red!
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
In a world where businesses are facing daily cyber threats, you need protection like never before. Don't let hackers and malware companies compromise your business success. Stay ahead of data breaches with Hamilton Cybersecurity. Let Hamilton provide you with peace of mind that your business is protected. Our experts identify and mitigate risks before they become disasters. As your trusted partner, we help you protect your valuable information. Hire your local cybersecurity experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Hammond Jewelry, here to drop some knowledge bombs on how to wow your woman. Size matters, but not the way you're thinking, guys. Make sure you know her ring size before you even think about popping the question. If you aren't a surprise kind of guy, ask her. I bet she knows her size. If you are a surprise kind of guy, bring in a piece and we can get close to the right size. We will make it perfect for her when the time is right. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Hammond Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakovic.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppels Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Welcome to the Captain Show. I did say the Captain Show because somebody texted in and said the captain quit. No, the captain is having problems with his basement in Omaha. He should be back next week. So,
it's just a little stormy in Omaha. It's been a little wet in Omaha.
Yeah, I called him last night, 2 o'clock in the morning. He said, it's 2 o'clock. Called me at 2 o'clock. So, yeah, you hear that siren? Because I was actually standing outside.
Yeah, I saw your video.
I was standing outside cleaning a building window, and it's just all of a sudden it got calm and quiet.
And you were like, this seems off.
It seems like Kansas, because I was in a tornado in 94 when I was in Kansas. Yeah, so it was the same way. But, I was sitting there, and the next thing you know, the siren started going off, and I'm just looking around. Mm-hmm. So, I go in my car. I sit in my car for a minute, before I just go in the building. Mm-hmm. And then, I got the tent in my car, and I really can't see from what's on the side of me. And I guess the wind was just blowing so hard. It blew a box, and it hit my door real hard. And I looked, and it kind of startled me. But, yeah.
That storm was nuts. Like I said, the lightning, the thunder was hitting, and my whole house was shaking.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening right now? I look outside and go, oh, it's just a storm. We're okay. But like it was like a long, loud house shaking. Felt like it was just like, and it just like kept going. Like before, you're just like, oh, thunder is just, it's the loud noise, and sometimes it'll shake, whatever. This one felt like it went on forever. And I was like, I just want to go back to sleep. Like, please stop.
All right, Rico, we let's get into some Nebraska football. I got a topic I want to talk about for today's topic for the loan, because it's not and people got to realize it's not football season yet. So some days it's not going to be the best of, I'm not going to say the best of days, but
sometimes you're not going to get football talk, and that's fine.
Well, you're not going to get Nebraska talk every day.
Yeah, that's fine.
But today, I was, I've been kind of paying attention a lot to the quarterback thing that's going on in Nebraska, and as you know, we did get Daniel Kaelin this year. We got Raiola. Harbaugh is still young, so he's like what, sophomore this year?
He is a redshirt junior.
So then you got a kid, TJ. Who was this kid?
TJ Lateef.
Okay, TJ Lateef. He's committed.
Yes.
Now you're going for the 26 class.
That would be Dayton Raiola, I believe.
No, it's another guy they got. I forgot his name.
Well, is Dayton? Okay, so Lateef is okay. Now I got to make sure, because I think Dayton is 2 years younger than Dylan.
Yeah, he's a 26.
So that would be 26.
But they got a quarterback there that they're talking about for 26 already, who's coming to camp. But how many is enough quarterback? I mean, the way
you never have enough.
I'm not saying you never have enough, but it gets to a point where if you're going to sign a quarterback, and it got to put a lot of not stress on the starter, or the backup, but just the way. I mean, it's just so easy to back out of things in college football that this kid can come here 1 year and then see how things go, and then because I think the way these kids think this day, okay, let me try this out. If this doesn't work, then I always have a backup plan.
Of course,
that's the mentality these kids have today, because back when we played, we didn't have that choice.
Well, you did, but you had to sit out a year.
Yeah.
Now you can transfer and play right away.
Who wants to sit out a year?
Nobody wants to sit out a year.
I mean, that's the thing though. But it's so easy for them to let's say not call it a mistake, but a misjudgment or a missed opportunity where they thought they should have went somewhere else.
Well, I mean, look at it this way: like Daniel Kaelin wanted to go to Nebraska very badly, right? They're all in on Dylan Raiola. They're doing everything they can to get him to commit. He ends up committing to Georgia. Okay, Daniel Kaelin's like,
Ohio State first.
Well, no, after that, when they were back pushing for him, and he commits to Georgia, right? Daniel Kaelin goes, perfect. He's going to go there. This is my opportunity. I'm committing to Nebraska, a school that I've always wanted to go to, my dream school, the school that I want to play for. I've dreamed about it as a kid for so long, being the quarterback there, et cetera, right? He commits there. He's committed for a while, is assisting in the recruitment of other players. The recruiting process, the high school season gets down the line. Dylan Raiola decommits from Georgia, commits to Nebraska. For Daniel Kaelin, that sucks, right? Because I have to be careful how I say this. Because regardless of how good Daniel Kaelin does, it will always be assumed that Raiola is going to be the starter, and it will be one of those things where if he's not if Kaelin starts over Raiola, people won't be that excited. Again, I'm not saying that Kaelin is worse than Raiola, or that much worse than Raiola, or anything like that, or disappointment or anything, but you understand that you get the number one quarterback in the country. If he's not your starter and another freshman from that class who was ranked lower is starting over him, there are going to be some people who feel some type of way, right? So for Daniel Kaelin, having the opportunity, not saying he's going to or he will or there's any inklings of anything, but having that opportunity to potentially go somewhere else if things aren't working out is great. Like that's just an opportunity that he has in his back pocket. Like, I know that I'm good enough to do this. I know I'm good enough to start or play at this level, but I don't have a chance because of X. Like that's why I don't dislike it terribly. I do agree that there are some levels to which people transfer too much, or having a very open transfer window or being able to transfer and play right away could be a negative. But there are also times where it's a boon, it's a positive for some people.
Well, here's my thing, and I'm speaking just as an athlete right here, not as an old guy. But when I came out of school, the reason I came to Nebraska because I knew Ed Stewart was leaving.
Yes,
that was his last year. So, but if I put myself in a quarterback standpoint, why would I come to Nebraska and I know that Dylan Raiola is a freshman? I mean, that's one of the biggest questions. I have to ask that question because I don't think kids see that big picture right there.
Well, so Latif 2025, right? So Latif's coming in because you're banking on the fact that, look, I'm going to redshirt my first year, and then my second year is going to be Raiola's third year. And if he's all he's cracked up to be, if he's everything that everybody believes he's going to be, he'll be gone after 3 years, right? He'll be headed to the NFL after 3 years.
Well, he might come back for his senior year.
But if he's everything he's cracked up to be, if he's the dude that everybody says he is,
who is the guy that they say Raiola is?
Where people keep comparing him to that 15 down in Kansas City. I don't like doing that. I don't like comparisons to, Hall of Famers or a future Hall of Famer NFL quarterbacks.
But we see these type of quarterbacks come out every year.
I know, but that's why I'm saying if he is everything that he is, that everybody believes he is cracked up to be, if he lives up to the expectations, the very high expectations that have been set for him, he's gone after 3 years. So if you're TJ Latif, you're redshirt a year, you get ingrained in the playbook, you get ingrained in the university, or classes, all of that. You've got all that down. You get a year to get bigger, faster, stronger, smarter, all of that. And then your second year is his final year. So that's just another year for you to sit and study and blah, 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 all of that. But then you still have 2 years, if you're cracked up to be, or 3 years to play, to start.
You still got Daniel Kaelin.
That's true. But again, now look at this. Look at this. Ready? But you need all these quarterbacks just in case. You don't want to have somebody who's not a capable backup. I wouldn't go that. But you had Daniel Kaelin.
But you're going 24, 25, 26.
No, you go every year because of the transfer portal.
Go every other year.
No, you go every year with a quarterback because of the transfer portal. Because of the potential of anybody leaving at any time. You want to always have somebody there that you believe in, that you know or think fits your system, as opposed to having to go into the transfer portal to bring somebody in. You go in there because you can almost kind of guarantee you're going to have that person for at least a year. And if you have them for at least a year, you do your best to convince them that this is the place that they want to be for the rest of their college career, right? And you hopefully have some success, and they realize, you know what, this is the place I want to be. This is the place I want to win at. Again, hopefully you do that every year, because you're going to lose people. You're going to lose a ton of people every year. You're going to lose people every year. So you go with a quarterback in every single recruiting class to keep that up. But let's say you get the 3 years of Raiola, right? Then you get, if Daniel Kaelin redshirts this year, then he sits for 2 years. Then he has, 2 years to play to prove that he's an NFL quarterback or whatever. He has 2 years to play to exhaust his eligibility. Well, Latif has 2 years after that. So it's going to be one of those things where you're going to potentially sit for 2-3 years, but you could always, again, if you're there for a year, redshirting, and you're using that opportunity to the best of your abilities, and you're truly digging into the playbook and making yourself better and understanding your weaknesses, understanding your strengths, and improving upon both of those, then you have a chance to jump that other person. Because look, you got the starter, they're a starter for a reason. The backup's job's never safe. You could always jump that backup.
Sounds good on paper, Rico.
It does, and it's always on paper.
Good, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm glad I came in as a junior college transfer, because I can't see myself sitting on the bench 2-3 years. I just can't. I can't. It is nothing in my head that telling me we're gonna work. We're gonna wait it out. We're gonna wait it out. Why would I want to wait it out? And I got a whole transfer portal.
I mean,
over
you look
here.
at what Alabama was doing with Nick Saban and potentially what Georgia's doing right now. You get those freshmen, and they know, look, I'm gonna sit for 2 years. I'm gonna sit for potentially.
That's on a winning team.
I'm gonna sit for potential. I know.
It's on a winning team.
But that's the point that
I'm not gonna
Nebraska's-
sit on the bench on a losing team.
No, that's the point that Nebraska's trying to
Yeah.
get to. That's
Yeah.
the point where everybody wants Nebraska to get to. Well, that's going to be the things that happen is when you're winning, you have these guys who you bring in who understand. They know their role. They know, look, I'm sitting for 2 years, but when I do get my opportunity, we're going to be in the best position possible to win.
Yeah, that's a dynasty.
Yeah.
So
Georgia's doing that right now. They're working on doing that right now.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got a bunch
They
of
got
people
it.
sitting.
They got it every year. Every year.
Except so like their quarterback room, they were recruiting 2 freshman quarterbacks. They missed out on Raiola. They still have a freshman quarterback, but even then, who's to say they don't feel very good about their quarterback situation behind their starter because they went out and got Jaden Rashada at Arizona State.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you get a quarterback every year.
Yeah. See, they just got theirs out the portal. So I'm just saying. I mean, if
Nebraska got a quarterback out of the portal, how'd that go?
Well, we got the wrong quarterback out of the portal. That's the thing. I mean, you didn't do your homework on it. So, I mean, he's still playing football. So
He's going to Arizona State.
Yeah, we'll see how that works.
In the Big 12.
I wish they was coming to the Big 10. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
This is the Big 12.
Wouldn't that?
It would be interesting.
If Arizona State was coming to the Big 10.
It wouldn't be funny because
then Jeff Sims went there.
What if?
And then
Because what if?
What if he went to Arizona State? They came to the Big 10 and we played them, and he lit us up.
Yeah, like
how
would
would
like that
how,
would not.
How would we feel?
Oh,
how would that feel?
That'd be tough.
Like the rebirth of Jeff Sims.
He'd be standing on the end,
Yeah,
arms outstretched.
yeah. He'd be like Jesus.
He'd be like, "What's up? Y'all didn't like me."
Well, it's too late now. Damage already done. Taking a break, Rico. Let's get out of here. It's already done.
Before we say anything else.
Yeah. No, take it out, Rico. I don't know.
You don't
who
like
these
this one?
is. No.
These are in your guys' folder.
Well, I see why Bach don't pick them.
I don't know, man. They're in here. He put them in here. You guys told him to put them in here. You listen to the captain, 93.7, the ticket, ticketfm.com. It's the black shirt. It's Rico. We're taking you through a little bit of college football. We've got some more things coming up. Look, the black shirt has a bunch of stuff on his notes over there. We'll get into that a little bit.
Is the Big 12 and the ACC a junior college compared to the Big 10 and the SEC? We'll talk about that next on the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket.
Whether you like fishing together or fishing to get away, for the thrill of reeling in a big one, or just going out to have a good time, on the banks of your local pond, at a bend in a river, or on one of our many lakes and reservoirs, you'll always find the perfect place to cast a line. Here, beneath Nebraska skies. Start planning your next fishing adventure today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out Emerge Zero. Building off the original best-selling Emerge formula, Emerge Zero is a body slenderizing solution that helps blast body fat, curb appetite, and provide the energy you need to get through the day. Emerge Zero can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Join us this Friday, May 24th for Old School, live from 4 to 6 p.m. for the brand new rooftop at Beer House at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. We're helping unveil their new 40 Torches beer in honor of the 40th year of the Cornhusker State Games. Don't miss it. Old School, this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Beer House.
There are over 1,000 kids in Cedars care today. We're here to ensure that each of them receives safety and stability they deserve. But we need your help. A gift to Cedars will make an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further with the available matching funds. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincolnday.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln kids today.
You know that dollar bill you've got stuffed in your wallet, purse, or pocket? Give it a little respect because it could win you millions. Lotto America from the Nebraska Lottery is here, and it only costs $1 to play. It has a $2 million starting jackpot with drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. What's more, you can add the All-Star bonus for an additional $1 to multiply any prize won. So unwrinkle that dollar bill in your glove box and play today. Lotto America top prize odds 1 in 26 million.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
You know that dollar bill you've got stuffed in your wallet, purse, or pocket? Give it a little respect because it could win you millions. Lotto America from the Nebraska Lottery is here, and it only costs $1 to play. It has a $2 million starting jackpot with drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. What's more, you can add the All-Star bonus for an additional $1 to multiply any prize won. So unwrinkle that dollar bill in your glove box and play today. Lotto America top prize odds 1 in 26 million.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Get those legs up, guys, and stop. Lift your legs up. Lift your legs up.
Hold it.
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 Put your legs down and run into and run into and run into and run into and run. Welcome back to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket.
There's your quick workout.
There's your quick little workout. Yeah, if you're running and jogging in place at home, you got something to do. Rico.
Yes, sir.
Jimbo Fisher said something very crucial that I'm starting to believe because the way things are developing at some schools. And he said earlier in the week or last week one time that schools such as some mid-level schools, some Pac-10s, the Pac-2, the Big 12 and the ACC are like glorified junior colleges compared to the teams in the Big 10 and in the SEC. He said some guys, teams miss out on 3 and 4 star guys that they missed out on, and they go to other schools and become stars.
And then they go back.
So, it's like while the smaller schools are having success and the big schools, they have success also.
Different levels of success.
Yeah, different levels of success. So once that senior graduates and they probably need a guy out of the portal, they're probably going to go to that smaller school to get that guy that you missed out on or a player that you developed over a 2-3 year period.
So like Georgia needs a outside linebacker after their senior graduates. They're not feeling too good about the guys in the room.
And let's say
they'll go to a Utah.
Yeah.
And snag somebody out of there. They'll go to a Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Snag somebody there. I understand where Jimbo was going with that. And he said certain teams in those conferences, because if you look at those conferences, if you look at the ACC, like a Florida State's not a JUCO feeding, feeder program for the SEC and the Big Ten. Clemson's not a feeder program, although they don't go into the portal at all to bring people in for whatever reason. But there are some schools in those leagues. I mean, there are some schools in the Big Ten and the SEC who are mini feeder programs for maybe some of those Big 12 and ACC schools as well. But I wouldn't say that they're junior colleges per se, but there are levels to it where the SEC and the Big Ten have sort of established themselves, and really just the higher schools, the better schools in those conferences have established themselves to be so much better than everyone else, that regardless of the fact that you're at a Division I school, you would want to end up at one of those schools. So if you do have a fantastic season, let's say you're a defensive end and you get, 14 sacks in a season, all of a sudden you're like, okay, I could go into the portal and I could go to Georgia, and maybe I don't play as much, but I'd get, featured more. I'd be on TV more. We'd be in the playoffs. So I would get more time to showcase my skills and whatnot, and get myself a better chance to make it to the next level, make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't completely disagree with Jimbo, but it has kind of gotten to the point where some of those schools are just breeding grounds for, higher level schools to just pick apart and bring guys who are already experiencing the collegiate level, not having to go to the high school ranks and bring in a freshman who's going to have to sit for a year, but bring in a talented person already and have them come in and be practically plug and play.
Yeah. That's I don't know. It's just crazy the way we want to see how college football is going to be 2-3 years from now.
Yeah.
So, we have to wait to see approach, but you could tell that probably in the next 3 or 4 years, some kind of super duper power conference is gonna start, and it's gonna be the end of college football. I mean, the NCAA, like I said, the Power Fives are now allowed to pay players. What did that mean for Nebraska and other schools? What are they saying?
I need to do more research into that whole thing, because I saw the breaking news and I meant to read up on it, and I haven't finished the article quite yet. But I don't want to speak out of turn without knowing as much as I should know on it, but it's going to make things a lot more interesting if schools are able to pay these players to play, to attend their universities, because you have the NIL collectives who are essentially paying these players to play, paying these players to come to these universities. Now, if the schools can do it themselves, I mean, that just opens up an entirely new can of worms.
Yeah, I mean, what happens to the NIL? I mean, do you
That'll still be going, but that'll just be more funding.
Would you really base it now? Can you, now that you got the university paying players, would it be easier for NIL for a walk-on player? I mean, could that be a can of worms you're opening for the walk-ons now? You can spend more money on glorified walk-ons.
Well, with the potential, so a part of that, I think there was also talks about more roster management and shrinking roster sizes and the potential of walk-on programs kind of becoming obsolete, which, okay, this might be controversial, but for me, if the walk-on programs, again, not completely shut down, but if they're cut back, if they're dialed back a bit for Division I, Power 5, Power 4, whatever, FBS programs, right? I think that's kind of a good thing for like FCS D2 programs, because you have a school like North Dakota State, South Dakota State, they're FCS, Kearney, Wayne State, they're D2. They're missing out on some very talented players in their states because they decide, a South Dakota player is like, oh, I'm going to walk on at Nebraska. I'm going to walk on at Iowa or Iowa State or Colorado, Kansas, Minnesota. I'm going to walk on at these schools and, hopefully earn a scholarship in 2 years so I don't have to, pay my way for this many years. But if they are able to, if schools are able to get more funding, if they're able to get more television time, those guys would end up getting scholarships to schools like a South Dakota State. And that would only enhance the level of football at the FCS, at the Division II level, which is a good thing for everyone. So I'm not 100% against, diminishing the roster size and potentially cutting back on the walk-on program. I love the walk-on program. I think it should stay, but cutting back on it and not having as many at a Division I school, I don't think is the end of the world. Yes, there are plenty of walk-ons who wouldn't potentially have gotten their shot if this would have happened earlier, but I think that it's a good thing because then you have guys who are going to go, Samori Toure, who was out of Montana and transferred to Nebraska. He paid his dues at a Montana at an FCS school, got his 1 year at a Division I school, and now he's in the NFL. He's still on the Green Bay Packers roster. I think that it wouldn't be the end of the world if that were to happen.
Now, they had a little thing come out about the ACC generated a record $700 and some thousand million dollars in gross revenue in 22 and 23. I don't think the Big Ten came out yet, but they said they're averaging $44.8 million to all its schools.
Mm-hmm.
So that's peanuts compared to the Big 12. I mean the Big 8, the Big 10, and the SEC. The Big 10 generated $880 million.
It's a decent chunk of change.
The SEC did $852 million. Man, that's like $30 million. So I see why Florida State and Clemson are trying to get out of there.
Where do you think they fit better?
I don't think they fit in the Big 10 or the Big 12. I mean, the SEC. I don't think they play that. I think
Florida State fits better in the SEC. I think Clemson would. I mean, the fit's still weird because you're in South Carolina. It'd be so much easier to just go to the SEC.
I think they make the Big 12 better.
They're not going to the Big 12.
I'm just saying. I mean, they're
not moving from the ACC to the Big 12.
Well, you're definitely not competitive.
Like if you're leaving
Florida State won't survive in the Big 10. They won't.
That's why
neither
I said
one of them.
They do better in the SEC.
They won't.
Because if you go to the SEC, you're getting more. It's not like they're struggling to get players out of the state of Florida.
Yeah.
But if you go to the SEC, you're going to keep more of them because you get to play Florida, you get to play Georgia, you get to play Alabama, and you get to play those teams that are already down there, as opposed to having to go all the way up to Boston College.
I understand
having
that.
To go up to Syracuse.
You would take a butt whooping though.
I don't think they would. I think that they're solid.
Who?
Florida State.
Florida State would lose three to 4 games. Florida State would probably lose 4 games a year in the Big Ten. The SEC.
Well, so do a lot of teams.
They
wouldn't dominate.
They'll lose to Georgia. They'll lose to Ole Miss. They'll lose to.
I don't think Florida State lose to Ole Miss.
What?
Nah, I don't think so.
You're crazy, Rico. You don't think Florida State can? You don't think Ole Miss can beat Florida State?
I never said I don't think they can, but I believe that Florida State, if they played today, I think Florida State wins.
Texas,
probably Texas,
Georgia,
definitely Georgia,
Alabama.
I don't know. Kalen DeBoer, I don't know. It's his first year. We'll have to see.
And what team are we talking about?
Florida State.
Oklahoma.
Oh, Florida State beats Oklahoma.
Kentucky.
They beat Kentucky. They smoke Kentucky.
All right, you're sick. This is not.
They got DJ. They got DJ, didn't they?
Yeah, this is third school in 3 years. So what's the difference?
Hey, he did pretty well at Oregon State.
Yeah,
he's got better athletes.
Oregon State.
He's got better athletes at Florida State.
See, here's the thing: the ACC only got what? They only got one good team they play. Don't say anything about Miami. Don't say anything about North Carolina. Don't say anything about Duke.
North Carolina just had the third best player in the NFL draft.
Yeah,
the number 3 pick, Drake May.
I mean that still doesn't make them a great team.
I was saying.
So you had a good quarterback.
Syracuse was decent.
Who?
Syracuse.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
They were okay. Not great.
You talk about the same team that started like 6-0. Then
Miami was
probably
supposed to be better. I mean, they're still solid.
I hear the same story about Miami every year.
Florida State was undefeated. Then they lost their quarterback.
Then they went to a bowl game, and what happened?
Well, because they lost their quarterback.
Who they lose to in the bowl game?
That's irrelevant.
Who they lost to in the bowl game?
I don't know. Who they lose to in the bowl game?
I don't know. Who they played?
Was it Georgia?
No. Somebody beat them. Yeah, I think it was.
It was
60-something. They didn't have a chance of beating Georgia anyway. Even with their quarterback.
If Jordan Travis was healthy, they would have been in the playoff, first off. They would have been in the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
They should have been in the playoff regardless. But that's neither here nor there.
All right. I hear you talking.
I don't think you're listening.
I
don't think you're listening.
Yeah, I don't hear very well when that kind of talk is talked.
I can tell.
Florida State deserves to be in the Pac-3 now. Take Florida State and Clemson and send them out west. They're a wrap.
Hey, Stanford and Cal are in the ACC.
Stanford and Cal?
Mm-hmm. And SMU. They're in the ACC.
Oof.
Stanford, I think there's the point where they play Boston College. I don't know if it's at Boston or at Stanford, but either way.
It's a long trip, huh?
Tough.
You just fly over. I mean, you do your same routine.
Where's your connection? Where are you connecting? If you're flying from Boston College to Stanford, where's your connection?
Kansas City.
Kansas City?
Yeah.
Chicago?
Chicago, yeah.
Do you get 2 connections or just one?
One.
Chicago and then straight to Stanford? How long is that flight?
Who knows?
That's a long time.
Well, let's just make it the first game of the season. They play in
right away.
A neutral site.
Play in
Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Both teams. Go to Kansas City.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
You get to follow the crowd. Crowd gets to follow them.
The crowd ain't following them. You know that.
It's just a day of travel. Yeah, leave at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Boston College. Maybe. If it's later in the season, Boston fans are going to Stanford. I'm trying to get out of the cold.
Yeah.
If it's late in the season, Stanford fans are not going to Boston.
Oh, no. That's too cold.
I said, do you want me to leave California for Massachusetts?
Yeah,
Nah.
have it early in the season.
That's not happening.
Yeah, have USC come play us in November. Here.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Like right before Black
I want to
Friday.
see UCLA up in Wisconsin.
In the snow.
In November.
We'll see. All right. We're down. The fastest 2 hours in radio is coming down to the last segment. I'm thinking about that fishing pole I'm about to throw
You
in that
got
water.
fishing on your mind.
I do. I don't
you
even
are
want
zoned
to.
out.
You want to do the last 10 minutes,
No,
15 by
you
yourself?
got to do it with me.
I got to set my poles up,
We'll
man.
figure it out. You'll be fine.
Can I bring my poles in and set them up?
Let's talk about what fish you might catch. How about we do that?
I don't even care what fish I catch. I don't care if I catch one. I just want to go out there and sling my poles a couple of times. You know? That's it.
That's it.
Listen to some comedy while I'm fishing.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah. I might listen to, what's the big guy name? The big comedian.
There's a lot of them.
He just did it with Shannon Sharp. Not Earthquake, but Lavelle.
Lavelle Crawford?
Lavelle Crawford
He's
did.
hilarious.
He did a sit down with Shannon Sharp, so I want to listen to that as I fish.
Okay.
We'll be right back. The Captain, 93.7 The Ticket.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
If you've been putting off your health, what are you waiting for? The summer 10-week challenge at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is exactly what you need to kickstart your wellness. Farrell's gives you all the tools, coaching, support, and accountability you need to be successful. The 10-week challenge begins on June 8th, and monthly payments are now available. Head to fxblincoln.com for all the details. Stop taking your health for granted and get started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Whether you like fishing together or fishing to get away, for the thrill of reeling in a big one, or just going out to have a good time, on the banks of your local pond, at a bend in a river, or on one of our many lakes and reservoirs, you'll always find the perfect place to cast a line, here, beneath Nebraska skies. Start planning your next fishing adventure today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Play ball! Summertime is here, and so is another action-packed baseball season with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Bring your whole crew to Haymarket Park to experience the magic under the lights and the thrill of the game. Enjoy daily specials like Wiener Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, and Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts. Don't miss out on the excitement.
Strike three, you're out.
Visit saltdogs.com to see this week's promotions and secure your tickets to unleash the fun.
Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I don't know about you guys, but I can tell you right now, after all of the other times that I've done this show with him, he's going to be pissed if this song pops on without me warning him. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to replay it once he gets back in here, because he is running back right now. So here what we're going to do.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I lost my baby in a pool game. I lost my baby in a pool game, and I know, and I can't go home.
He can't go home. He can't go home.
I said, I know, I can't go home. I lost my baby in a pool game.
He lost his baby.
I lost my baby in a pool game, and I know, and I can't go home.
Can't go home. Can't go home.
I said, I know, I can't go home. I lost my baby in a pool game.
He lost his baby.
I lost my baby in a pool game.
He lost his baby.
I lost my baby in a pool game, and I know I just can't go home.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Lost his baby in a pool game before he went fishing.
Yeah. I lost my fish in the lake.
I lost my fish in the lake time.
But I'm going to dive in there and get it. He better not run off. As long as he don't run off with my pole.
007 says, Black Shirt, you can only have 2 poles in the water at a time.
I got 2 poles.
The Black Shirt knows.
Yeah.
He brought his poles in.
Yeah.
Just seen them.
Yeah. I only got 2
He's
poles.
ready to go.
I'm ready. I'll lace it up when I get there.
If you see the Black Shirt sitting by the lake, sitting by the pond with his fishing poles in the water, don't bother him.
Yeah.
Leave him alone. Let him relax.
I will tackle you like the water boy.
That'll be a problem.
Yeah.
That'll be a problem.
Yeah, that's right.
Get some high quality H2O.
Yeah, the carnal. Carnal mama said.
My mama said that alligators is all
What you
so
got?
mad.
What you got this weekend,
They
Rico?
got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
What you got
to
for
brush
the
them
long weekend? Since we
The
won't
long
be,
weekend.
we won't be here Monday.
with. No, we won't.
we
Monday
won't
off.
be here Monday.
Memorial Day.
What you gonna do, man?
Going up to the farm. Going up to the farm with
How
the
far is that?
in-laws. About 2.5 to 3 hours north.
Yeah. What y'all do on the farm?
Just relax.
Relax.
I feel bad because my father-in-law is working extremely hard.
Yeah.
But I first off, I feel like I would mess everything up, so I don't want to do that because I feel like that's worse than me not helping. So we're gonna go up there. I think we're gonna help clean the pool. Yeah, pool. So we gotta go up there, help clean that, set that up.
Do you offer help?
I do.
And he say, no, Rico, no.
He doesn't say no. He just kind of goes and does his work. I think he knows that
You just don't follow.
I think he knows that I would not be very helpful.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I asked a few times, like in the beginning, but now I don't even ask anymore. I'll be like, I'll stay inside and I'll do whatever I gotta do here.
Stay with the kids. Huh?
Yeah. So we're gonna go up. We're gonna, hang out up there, clean the pool, get it ready for use, and just
Any
enjoy.
meat cooking this weekend?
I have some ribs. I might take them up with me and throw them on his smoker. So we'll see.
You spending the whole weekend up there?
Yeah, we're gonna leave. I think tomorrow early, because again, Ellie graduates today, so we're gonna have her little preschool graduation. Congratulations to my baby girl. So we'll do that, and then I think we're gonna leave early tomorrow, and then be up there for the weekend. Come back late Monday.
All right, I'm gonna barbecue Monday. I'm gonna do some 2 slabs of baby back ribs, and I'm gonna do some jerk chicken wings on the grill. Now,
You need to save a few of those.
I
Bring 'em in on
will.
Tuesday.
I will because I'm cooking them on
That Rasta pasta was good.
I'm cooking it on charcoal grill, so everything's better on charcoal.
You're not wrong.
Everything.
Smoker's just easier.
Yeah, it's just convenient.
I get the little pellet smoker.
Yeah.
Shout out to my pit
Well,
boss.
One thing I have to tell you about charcoal: don't buy cheap charcoal.
No,
all right?
never buy cheap charcoal. I know
Never
that.
buy the
We
cheap
made-
kind. I did
we
that,
used,
and guess
charcoal-
what? It didn't.
Did it not light?
I mixed it up.
Oh no!
I mixed it up
Oh,
with regular.
no.
I mixed up the instant charcoal cheap kind.
Yep.
And then I went and got the good kind.
Yeah.
The match light.
And you
that-
mixed them together?
Mixed them together, and guess what?
What?
The cheap kind still didn't burn. So guess what I had to do? I had to
Did you
get
have to, like, pull them out?
No, I had to get my little poker, push some to the other side,
Oh.
push the hot ones to the other
Yep.
side, and then the cold ones I left them over here, and then put them in a bucket and poured water over them, make sure they wasn't
They were
hot.
out.
Yeah. So nice 6'4" Impala right there, man.
Oh,
that is nice. If you're on O Street over here
Hold on,
about
I gotta change it.
11th and O, that is nice.
Look at that, everyone. Look at that.
Did you get it, Rico?
I
Did you get it?
I got it right.
You
right
better
when it was-
have it, Rico.
Woo, but
Let's see it on TV, Rico. Let's see it on TV.
wait for it. It's gonna change. It's gonna change here in a second. It's beautiful. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
If you're driving a Hummer on O Street and you just drove by 11th with your Impala on the back, please come back.
Got switches on it.
Please come back.
It's got switches on it. I want to go around the corner 3 with most. You ever rode in a car with switches?
I have not. No.
You haven't? Oh,
No,
man, you
no,
missing
sir.
that. We did that back in 1995.
You know what's great is that in the summertime when it gets beautiful weather out, the Sam's Club on 27th on Fridays when it's nice out, just like all these people bring out their old cars or just their cars that they're happy to be driving around. The fancy ones that you don't bring out when it's bad weather.
Yeah.
They got all those in the Sam's Club parking lot on 27th on Good Fridays, on a bright, sunny Fridays.
Yeah.
So every once in a while I'll just drive by, just look at them.
Oh, that's
be
nice.
jealous. Be
That's
jealous.
nice.
That's kind of just be jealous. I'm just like, I want
Get
your
us out of
cars.
here, Rico. I'm ready to go fishing.
I want your cars.
Yay.
The black shirt is ready to go.
Got to stop home for a minute, then I'm right back out. So,
All right, sir, you take us out.
All right. Well, I'm kind of sad that we won't be back to Tuesday. That's a lie. I hope everybody has a great weekend and have an awesome Memorial Day from the Captain Show. 93.7 The Ticket. It's Terrell Farley and Rico, and guess what? We out.
We out.
Yeah.
Have a fantastic long weekend, everybody.
Go Big Red.
It'll never be the same. The ticket is the name. Headed to the Hall of Fame. It'll never be the same.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
You know that dollar bill you've got stuffed in your wallet, purse, or pocket? Give it a little respect because it could win you millions. Lotto America from the Nebraska Lottery is here, and it only costs $1 to play. It has a $2 million starting jackpot with drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. What's more, you can add the All-Star bonus for an additional $1 to multiply any prize won. So unwrinkle that dollar bill in your glove box and play today. Lotto America top prize odds 1 in 26 million.
The Nebraska Neurosurgery Group, led by Dr. Daniel Tomes and Dr. Benjamin Bixeman, is committed to providing the best care for all of your neurosurgery needs, like minimally invasive spine procedures, peripheral nerve release, brain surgery, including tumor removal and brain injury management, and more. The Nebraska Neurosurgery Group has outreach clinics throughout Nebraska and northern Kansas. Schedule your appointment with the region's top neurosurgeons at 402-904-4729. At the Nebraska Neurosurgery Group in Lincoln on South 27th Street. Or check out the website, nebraskaneurosurgery.net, for a full list of services and outreach clinics.
Join us this Friday, May 24th for Old School, live from 4 to 6 p.m. for the brand new rooftop at Beer House at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. We're helping unveil their new 40 Torches beer in honor of the 40th year of the Cornhusker State Games. Don't miss it. Old School, this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Beer House.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin